Hey my fine feathered hiker friends, welcome back to another edition of Little Hike Mike. Today what I'm going to be talking about is winter layering of your hiking. I wanted to show you exactly what I might wear when the weather's cold and rainy. Today it was cold and rainy. It wasn't real cold, but it was still, in my mind, cold and rainy. One of the things that you always pack in your backpack are your fears of that you have for different things, and one of mine is getting too cold. So layering to me is very important. And enabling you to, when the weather does warm up, it enables you to take layers off so you don't get too overheated, and you can get overheated to the point where you sweat too much, and then it can make it even worse as far as getting your layers too damp. So what I wanted to do today is to experiment a little bit. You're going to be seeing in my video today, as I'm out doing a little jaunt around the city. I did about an 8-mile hike with my layers on today to see exactly how I would feel in these types of conditions, which you're going to see. So the first thing I want to do is pretty much tell you what I had on. I'll show you what I had on, and then you'll see in the video as I'm out hiking, a little bit about the conditions that I was hiking in too. So let's start with my bottom layers. First off, I decided I wanted to try hiking in a pair of shorts today. Since I can hike pretty much most of the time in shorts, of course you don't want your legs to get really freezing cold, but so these are a pair of lined shorts that I have, so I don't have a pair of underwear that I put under it. So I started off with this as my bottom layer, number one, and then my layer number two is a pair of rain pants by Marmot. Now these, I'll do a little bit better review of them later, but I wanted to see how I would do in the rainy, cold weather with a pair of long rain pants. So this is my bottom second layer that I have. Now for my footwear, I always wear a pair of liner socks underneath another pair of socks, which is normally wool. But today, because it's raining and very muddy and sloggy, I don't even know if that's a word, sloggy, but slushy, because it was not quite snowy conditions, but it was rainy, muddy, that sort of thing. I decided I would wear a pair of what I call them are waterproof socks. So these are DexShell waterproof socks, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them later. But I had those on, and then my shoe layer, my hiking shoes are the Altra Lone Peaks 4.5s. Ordinarily, I had a pair of 3.5s on today, but those were my shoe layer. Now, the top layer consisted, my number one layer, of a smart wool long sleeve undershirt. So this pretty much saved me today, this extra layer that was underneath my normal hiking shirt, which is layer number two, which is ordinarily just a polyester dry shirt, and this was my number two layer. In the summertime, I would wear a short sleeve polyester shirt, but this was long sleeve because it's a little bit colder out. For my mid layer, one of my mid layers would be my Outdoor Research hoodie that I love, and it is very lightweight, and it also keeps me very warm. And since it was raining today, and I wanted to test out in the rain my new Visp rain jacket by Enlightened Equipment, and so I decided I would wear this jacket today, and partly to see how waterproof it was in the rain. So that was my layer number 4. And then I also today wore a pair of gloves. These are just the North Face gloves for warmth. And then also, because it was raining, those are not waterproof. Those gloves, I had a pair of rain mitts on, which are waterproof to keep my gloves dry. So pretty much that was all my layers that I wore today. And what you're about to see is me hiking through the rain. I might do a little bit more of an explanation of the items that I have on, and then at the end of my video, I'll be disgarbing and showing you, and because I'm doing this as a test also, you'll get to see how waterproof some of this stuff was, and then how warm I did stay. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, and that alerts you as to when I've posted another video. But stay tuned. You'll see my the real conditions I was hiking in today around my town. So thanks for watching. Well, good morning, my fine feathered hiking friends. This is Little Hike Mike. And you can see I'm out on another hike, stroll, jaunt around my neighborhood. So today, this video is about semi-cold weather gear / rain gear. And I'm going to be walking along here kind of explaining a little bit about my philosophy about gear. I believe in layering, and I also believe as you're hiking, your body produces heat. So hopefully you're not going to overheat. Let me give you the conditions. The conditions right now, when I left the house, were 36 degrees, but with the rain, the damp weather, it feels like high 20s, 29. There's really no wind to speak of today, but earlier today, it was raining quite heavily. It has been all night long, and it rained pretty much all day yesterday. And I did not produce a video yesterday, but I did get out with pretty much the same layers on, and I walked around for about 45 minutes. And the primary reason to do that was I was testing the waterproofness of my new Enlightened Equipment Visp jacket. As you can see, I have it on today. Now I'm not gonna, I took some pictures earlier of my layering, which I'll incorporate into this video, but I'll just tell you about them and show you them with the pictures. But layer number one, well, I'm going to call it layer number 4 because it's the 4th layer that I put on, is the new Visp rain jacket. And yesterday I tested it in pretty heavy rain. I did not wear a ball cap. I just wore a beanie because it was cool yesterday too. But I wore a beanie and then my hoodie. I didn't have my hoodie yesterday either. I was using a fleece jacket. But I had the hood from the Visp on top of the hoodie. And pardon me, when I finished hiking around the neighborhood for about 45 minutes in pretty heavy rain, I was testing, of course, the waterproofness of the Visp. And when I took everything off, I did not have any dampness at all on my fleece, which is the way I tested it. So I was not wet, and so I believe, now let me say it was raining heavily. It was raining steadily, and water was beating up on the outside of the Visp. And so my assumption was, and without the material getting soaking, the water was beading up. So I'm assuming that's the way this material works. It beads up and then rolls off. There wasn't much, or I didn't see any areas of soaking in the jacket itself. But as you can see, I have it zipped up. I don't have it zipped up all the way. There are drawstrings around the hoodie on both sides. We can draw it a little tighter. And there's a drawstring. I hope you can see it. It's on the top. And that drawstring is so it doesn't pull so far down over your forehead and eyebrows. You can wear this ball cap to create a little bit of a visor, more so, although the visor's not waterproof. Sorry. But I didn't have any drip through yesterday. So that's the Visp. It has, I'm going to have to defer to the technical specifications of this jacket and then list them in the video. But the zipper is also designed for at least resisting soaking through with water. This jacket has no pockets, like some rain jackets. Some rain jackets have pockets, but I do have a hoodie underneath, which I'll tell you about. But I can lift this up to get to my hoodie and the pockets. Hopefully, whoop, you can see that. Get to the pockets underneath to be able to put my gloves. I have some North Face gloves that I have on today. I also have rain mittens with me. Whoops, I need to bring you back up here. I also have rain mittens with me, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But, so that's my number 4 layer, outer layer. Now number 3 layer, which I'll pull my Visp down, is my Outdoor Research hoodie. And underneath my Visp, you can see it has a nice hoodie that tightens around your face. There's no drawstrings on it. There are drawstrings down here inside the pockets. I can't show you that, but they're inside the pockets, and it allows you to draw it tighter around your thighs and waist. It has a pocket where I'm able to put my phone or anything else that you might want to put in there as you're hiking along. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the Outdoor Research hoodie in the description also. And then underneath that, if I can get the zipper down, underneath that I just have an inexpensive polyester long sleeve shirt on as an extra layer. And then underneath that, I have a Smart Wool long sleeve undershirt. So this is layer number 2, and then my first layer is the Smart Wool long sleeve shirt that I'm wearing. So that is my layering system. And so far, in 36-degree weather, with a little bit of a dampness factor bringing it feeling a little colder than that, I feel quite comfortable with it. And I am wearing a ball cap too, which helps too. So that would be my layering system. And if I review the Visp later in this video, I'll tell you a little bit more about the specifications of it, and then also the outdoor research. I may do a couple of reviews on some of the gear that I'm wearing. Now, my foot gear is my shoes. You'll see them are my Ultra Lone Peaks 3.5s, and then my sock layer, that is an inexpensive pair of waterproof socks that I have. I believe it's SHELL, and so far so good. Underneath that waterproof sock is a liner sock. It's just a nylon type of liner sock that, it just allows the reason I wear liner socks is so I don't get any blisters. And knock on wood, as the saying goes, I haven't had blisters on some of my long distance hiking experiences. But I've not worn these waterproof socks, I believe, on an actual long distance hike. So pretty sure they work good. I've tested them, and my feet right now are pretty warm. I haven't slogged through snow or ice or real cold water to test them. Maybe that's something I should do. So once again, this video I'm producing today is just to give you an idea of my layering system and how it works for me to keep me warm as I hike along. And I'm hiking at about a 2.5, 3-mile-an-hour pace and trying to stay warm at the same time. Don't have any wind. I can speak of the viability of the Visp as a wind jacket, but I would expect it would perform pretty good. So until I get to where I can review these jackets sitting down, I'm going to review the 2 jackets, the Visp and then the outdoor research jacket, and then you'll have my layering system. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. There'll be more. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can, folks. Talk to you soon. Hey, my fine feathered hiker friends. This is Little Hike Mike, and I just got back from my 8-mile walk around town. I traversed the city in the rain, in the puddles, and in the muck and the mire. And I wanted to give you all a video, a view of my outfit that I have on for the rain. Now this would be considered my rain suit in 40-degree weather or lower. Okay, if I would use a rain kilt, and I would not use these rain pants. But I want to start with my mitts. These are waterproof mitts, and they're called Dry Mitten Camp, and they're made by Sentinel. Now I'll do a little more thorough review on these rain mitts, but I want to show you a few things about them while we've got the camera rolling. They go all the way up past your wrist, and so right now they're overlapping my rain jacket. Okay, and they also have shock cord drawstrings, which you just pull them and they pull the shock cord tight around the wrist. Okay, as far as I can tell, they have not leaked. I have had them on most of the trip today, and they have kept my gloves dry. Okay, so these are my rain mitts, which I would be carrying in real cold weather over a pair of warmer gloves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those off now, and I'm going to set them aside. And I have underneath my rain mitts my North Face gloves. And they're just regular gloves. They were inexpensive gloves I got at REI. And they have a little bit of a little clip there, so when you have them off, you can clip them together. But they did keep my hands warm underneath my mitts, and they're a little bit damp, and I think I didn't have the mitts on when I was walking in the rain. So let's go ahead and take those off. Okay, so I'll do a little bit more better review of these gloves in another video. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my new Enlightened Equipment Visp rain jacket. Now, a little bit about it. They do have Velcro straps, so you can get them a little bit closer to your wrist and tighten them up a little bit on both sides. Okay, so that's one nice feature I like about them. I'll talk about the material that it's made out of in a little bit, but I want to show you some features that I really like about it, which are the Velcro straps around my wrist. The other thing that I didn't use today, but they do have pit zips, and you can order this jacket with or without the pit zips. I did order it with them. I haven't used it in the warmer weather, so I don't know basically how it would, you know, as far as vent myself when I'm walking in warmer, excuse me, they'll vent in warmer weather, and so they'll be able to keep me, you know, drier from my perspiration. Okay, so they have them on both sides. Once again, I didn't use them. Now, a little bit about the hoodie that I have on. It has shock cord drawstrings on both sides, so you can draw the hoodie down over around your face a little bit better. And the other thing I just discovered, it has this little lip right here on the hoodie that allows you to fasten it right around the bill of a baseball cap, which I did use. So I love the baseball cap with it because it allows you to have a little bit more of a vision without having water dripping down. And people who wear glasses or sunglasses, you know, it keeps the rain from getting on your glasses. So it does have one more drawstring shock cord on top, which helps again to keep the hoodie back off of, so it's not coming down over your eyebrows, that sort of thing. So if you didn't wear a baseball cap, that you could draw it right up to your eyebrows and get it. So it does have a, I'm not sure about the name of this particular zipper, but it is waterproof, a waterproof zipper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the jacket off. I haven't had it off since I came in out of the rain. So what I want to do is basically show you that it did keep me dry. Okay, so let's take the hoodie off. And then what I'd like to do is feel, by the way, when you are wearing this, the water does bead up on the jacket, and then of course it rolls off your jacket. So it did not soak through. And once again, I'm wearing this in colder weather. Here you can see it on the top hoodie better. I did not wear this in real warm weather, so I don't know about the soaking through the capacity of it. Okay, so that was my fourth layer. This is my third layer. It was 36 degrees when I started walking this morning, and I think it's still under 40 degrees outside there. So I wanted to layer up. So in the rain, I of course wore my rain jacket. This is my outdoor research hoodie. And I'm going to give you a little bit more specific information about the outdoor research hoodie, but I wanted to show you a few features of that. One is it has a nice, I lost my now you can hear me better, I hope. It does have a real nice hoodie that has a band that you can draw it around your face, especially when you zip it up tight. It draws real close to your face, so it keeps air from getting underneath. And so that's a nice feature that I like about it. It has a breast pocket, which I did put my phone in, and I used that today to keep my phone in underneath my rain jacket. So you can see it's a nice deep pocket, and it has a good zipper on it. It has two pockets, okay, on both sides. So it allowed me to store my gloves in there and my mittens there underneath my rain jacket, and I was able to get those gloves real easily. So that was my very third layer. And again, I'll cover the outdoor research hoodie a little bit more in depth when I talk about it. And then, so I'm going to lay that off. Now my second layer is just a real inexpensive polyester long sleeve shirt that I wore. And I'm not going to take it off, but I wanted to show you my number one layer today. Was a Smart Wool long sleeve shirt. And right now, what I can tell, I'm dry here, dry here, and also and it rained pretty hard, so why don't you go ahead and feel, my camera person today is my granddaughter. She's doing, and so did you feel, is it dry?
Yeah, it feels dry.
So it feels dry to you? Okay, so it's a little bit damp around the hoodie. Might have gotten a little bit of water there under the hoodie. Okay, so I am dry for the most part. Now my bottom, I have made a decision on the cooler, colder weather that I'm going to wear rain pants instead of the rain kilt. And I do have a ULA rain kilt, which I have worn, and it really works real well. But today I wore my Marmot rain pants. Now, a few features about my Marmot rain pants. It does have Velcroed side fasteners that allows you to take that Velcro off, and then it has a zipper that goes down virtually all the way down to the bottom. So I wanted to show you the other side too. It has that same feature over here. There is a little pocket here, which allows you to put something in if you wanted to put something in there. Okay, and then on the very bottom, let me fasten these up and I'll show you the bottoms real good. The bottoms are unique in regards to it has a snap right here. So you can unsnap it, then the zipper zips up, and then it has a shock cord drawstring to allow you to pull that real tight around your ankle. Of course, it has it on both sides. But these are my Marmot rain pants. Okay, and they did keep me dry. The main thing about the rain pants, especially wearing them with shorts, and I've decided to wear shorts today. And the reason is because I wanted to see how warm my legs would stay wearing rain pants, so I'd be able to wear shorts a lot more often. So those are my rain pants. I'll go ahead and take those off and show you with drawing up your zipper here how easily they are to get on and off. Let's see how easily that is. And these rain pants, and then also the jacket by Enlightened Equipment, are 2 layers. They have an outer layer and then an inner layer. And so for the most part, they were really very water resistant and in some cases waterproof. Now the last thing I want to show you that I wore today because it was rainy, I wanted to wear waterproof socks. So I wear 2 layers of socks. I wear a layer that's underneath my main sock would normally be wool, but because it was really wet today, I wore these waterproof socks. And the name brand on these waterproof socks, and I can't see what that says. What's that say, McKenna?
It says DexShell.
DexShell, okay. So I'll look those up and give you a little bit more of a review on them. Now these are my Altra Lone Peak 3.5 hiking shoes, and I'm going to take those off, but I wanted to test. I wanted to see how dry my feet remained. And folks, I did walk through quite a bit of rain and lots of puddles and lots of soggy conditions. So, and the jury's still out on these particular rain socks or waterproof socks. Let me get them both off, both of my shoes off. And I didn't sweat very much today. I didn't hardly perspire. So any dampness on my liner sock will tell the story. Let me go ahead over here and sit down. This, take these off. I'm feeling the inside of these, and they're fairly dry. I think they are damp from water soaking through. And you feel that, McKenna? Okay, and they are damp, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my liner sock. Now they're just a little bit damp. It could very well be perspiration. But for the most part, I got into some water over my shoes, not over my ankle, because these socks only go up to your ankle. You can feel the outside is very damp, but the inside is not nearly as damp, but they are damp. Okay, anyway, the liner sock feels very, very, it's a little bit of dampness to it, but not much. So, but the important thing is they did keep my feet warm. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to do a little bit more thorough review of some of these, and I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the features, how they're made and everything. So you could decide for yourself if it's something you want to invest in. Again, I used the layering system. I had 4 layers on today, and I had some rain pants over shorts and then some waterproof socks on. And I hiked approximately 8 miles today, and I feel fairly warm. But thank you for watching, and if you haven't done so far already, there's a subscribe button that you can hit down below. Once you hit that subscribe button, then you'll be one of my subscribers, I appreciate all of those subscribers I have right now, and then hit that bell, and once that'll alert you of my posting that day. So thanks for watching. This is Little Hike Mike, and I'll see you later.